Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? HTG Doug here, doing the very last video in our speedrun video series. That way we get the Speedster Trophy, which is what we're all here for. So we also get the Unchanging armor and the Undefeated Trophy. So here we go. I still have this speed up, or sped up, sped up. That way, it's a lot of just fighting enemies and Heartless, so I don't want you guys to have to sit through that for too much. Alright, so at the end of the last video, I was talking about what levels I would have liked to see in Kingdom Hearts 3. And I already mentioned I would like to see a Snow White video with the 7 dwarfs and fighting the old witch. I hope they would put some nice spin on her, since she's really just the old witch, but, you know, whatever. I would still like to see the 7 dwarfs, and I would like to see some kind of world. The Snow White world in Birth by Sleep wasn't all that interesting and fun, so I really hope they do a great job on that. As you can see here, we're fighting the Behemoth again, so the same rules apply. Jump on his back, focus on his horn, etc, etc. You guys have seen it like 3 times in the last 2 videos, so I think you guys can do it by now. Another world I would like to see is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I know it was in one of the handheld versions, the portable ones. It was either with the 3DS one or the DS one. I don't know. It was in one of them, but I don't. Like I said, I don't play much portable gaming, so oh, I got signed out. How disappointing. But I don't play much portable gaming, so I really like to see one in on like a big TV screen in a real world that has a lot more detail and a lot more things you could do. I think it'd be interesting because you have the clock tower, obviously, or in the whole cathedral itself, and you have the area outside that had like the Gypsy Festival and all that stuff. And then you also have the underground area with like all the French caverns and stuff. So I think it would be a really nice area, and they could do a lot with it in, you know, in a bigger scenario than just on a little DS screen or whatever. A lot of people have been talking about doing a Star Wars world and stuff like that. While I'm not hugely into Star Wars, it would be kind of cool to see now that Disney owns, you know, Star Wars, but I'm not really for it or against it, so I would like to see a Marvel world, though. I'm a lot bigger into Marvel and stuff like that than Star Wars, so I would really love to see a bunch of different Marvel characters that you could possibly fight with, or like have a really cool Marvel Keyblade. I think that would look really awesome. I love Marvel. I can't wait for Lego Marvel to come out, and by the time this is up, it's probably about a week, maybe a little over a week. So I'm really excited. I would love to see some kind of Marvel world, whether it was like just like a generic based off, like possibly Avengers 2 if the game comes out at the same time as the movie. I mean, it's a possibility. So maybe do something like that, or just do like Professor Xavier's mansion, or something along those lines. So if they don't do it, it's no big deal, but I think it'd be kind of cool to at least see a Marvel Keyblade thrown in there somewhere that you can obtain, or maybe just have like at least meet some of the characters. So, but something Marvel just to throw in there, just to remind us all that they do still own it. Other than that, I mean, that's what I would really love to see, at least. I mean, there were a few other worlds I would like to see. So just don't bring back Atlantica, please. Please, please, please. Like, this is the last video, so I'm going to say it a few times. I hate that world. I hate it in all games equally. Please do not bring it back again and make me play through that annoying world. Okay, so oh, Atlantica. Jeez. Just thinking about it now is just annoying me. But other than that, I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a Tangled world. They really haven't touched on it as far as I know, but the characters in Tangled were a lot of fun. I mean, it is Rapunzel. I'm sure they can think of some really cool stuff to do with the world if they really thought about it for a while. But I love the characters. Flynn Rider was really cool, and the horse Maximus and Pascal, the little lizard chameleon, was really cool. So it would be really nice to see them in a game. I said I'm not really sure how they would do the world, but I'm sure they can come up with something good. Other than that, the main thing I really want to see is incorporate Pixar worlds. Last time the game was released, I believe the Pixar had not been bought by Disney yet, or it was in the process of being bought, so they didn't have time to incorporate them. And to my knowledge, they have not put them in any of, not the Vita version, or not Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, or 358 divided by 2. So I don't really know what they're waiting for. I mean, they have a lot of great series in Pixar. Toy Story, for one, would be an awesome Lego game. I mean, not Lego game. Sorry, I got Lego Marvel in my brain now. It would be an awesome Kingdom Hearts world. You turn Sora into like a toy, and then you have them fight with Woody and Buzz. I mean, what? I think that's a great idea. Why haven't they even tried to do that? I'm sure Disney has a reason for them not to, but I think if you're making Kingdom Hearts 3, you have to at least put Toy Story as a world in Kingdom Hearts 3. You could also do the same thing with Cars. You have some nice concepts there of turning Sora and Donald Goofy into cars and maybe having them race around or something like that. I mean, I'm not part of the team. I don't know. I'm just throwing out some ideas here. But, you know, Pixar definitely has some great properties that they could really, really do well and turn into some really great Kingdom Hearts world. At least I feel that way. I mean, I would really like to see a Shrek world, but of course that's not Disney, that's DreamWorks, so. But I mean, all the characters are Disney characters anyway, so you might as well just throw them in there and call it a day. But other than that, that's really what I want to see. I really want to see at least a Pixar world. A Snow White world would be really awesome, and at least throw in some not Lego. Jeez, I need to get Lego Marvel off of my brain right now. Oh, sorry. I've been watching the Lego Pirates videos that we just posted, and I've been playing Lego Batman 2 for the first time, and Lego Marvel comes out in a week, so that's all I'm thinking about. But God, once it comes out, these videos will be a lot better. But I said I really want to see some Marvel incorporated at least some way, even if it's just a Keyblade or at least like a non-playable character kind of thing. And throwing in some kind of Star Wars would be kind of cool too. I said I'm indifferent about it either way, but at least if they like incorporate a Keyblade, that would be really cool. Or at least make like Darth Vader a summon character, and he just like flies around and just hits everybody with double lightsabers. I don't know. Something like that, just where they just throw it in and make it look kind of cool. So, I mean, hopefully they won't do like the same 4 worlds again. Like, okay, from Kingdom Hearts 1 to 2, they had Halloween Town was in both of them. Agrabah was in both of them. Atlantica was in both of them. I mean, the Coliseum was in both of them, but they changed Coliseum, so it was kind of okay. And worlds like that, they just kind of repeated a bunch of worlds, and it kind of got boring at a certain point. I mean, yeah, the Mulan world was nice in Kingdom Hearts 2 and stuff like that, but I don't want to play the same 4 worlds again in Kingdom Hearts 3 and just have it dominate the game. So, if you want to throw in, like, Neverland again, fine. I mean, I already know Kingdom Hearts 3 has Halloween Town, which is interesting. If they let them go outside of the storyline of the movie and maybe do, like, an Easter world or something like that, I think that would be really interesting. But, I mean, I always liked Halloween Town in all the worlds, so... all the worlds, in all the games, so... For me, Halloween Town's not a huge disappointment at all. I liked the Christmas Town in Halloween Town in Kingdom Hearts 2. Wow. We'll get through this, I promise. But... I just don't do Atlantica again. Don't do Agrabah again. I'm getting kind of tired of it. And it was in the 358 divided by 2, too, so... I mean, just please come up with some other ideas. Disney has plenty of properties that you could do, especially now that they own Marvel, Star Wars, and Pixar. So, if they release Kingdom Hearts 3 and it's the same worlds from like the classic movies and from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I'll be just immediately disappointed because I mean, Pixar alone has like 13 different franchises. That alone is enough to make a Kingdom Hearts game. So there's no reason you should have to repeat any worlds at all. I said Halloween Town's fine. If you want to throw Neverland back in there again, that's fine too. But don't just repeat Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, please. Please, I beg of you guys. But other than that, I mean, you can keep everything else the same, basically, in my opinion. I don't really care about how great the graphics are. That's not really a thing for me. Some people like amazing graphics. Yeah, it's a great thing if they do have great graphics, but if they don't, it's not a game killer for me. But the main things I want you to focus on are the camera. I know that was kind of fixed in Kingdom Hearts 2, but still, on the PS2, they still could have made improvements on it. And please, the reaction commands in 2 were way overdone, and it was really just annoying after a while. Like, it lost the flair of what Kingdom Hearts 1 was in terms of combat. So, I mean, you could still do them, just tone it down a little bit, and that'll be fine. Other than that, I mean, the boss battles in 2 were better, I think, but they kind of took away the Disney villains as bosses, and they made them into the Organization 13 bosses, which was fine, but some of them were incredibly hard. I mean, I'm looking at you, Beauty and the Beast world. Wow, that dude was crazy hard. But I would like to see them get back to Disney villains, at least a little bit. Like, I have 1 or 2 at least. I don't really know where the story's gonna go. It's been a while since I played 2 and then the Birth by Sleep and everything, so I'm not completely up to date with the story, but I kind of know where they're going with it. So, but I mean, who wouldn't want to fight a giant Lotso bear as a Disney villain? Like, I know I would. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think a giant Lotso bear would be awesome. But, you know, stuff like that. At least have 1 or 2 Disney villains so that, you know, we're reminded that it still is Disney and it's not just Square Enix and them making up a bunch of different characters as well. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much, but I really love this series, and I love the concept of it, and they could do a really great job and make one of the greatest games of all time if they pick the right worlds and just make the combat fine. I mean, it doesn't seem like things that are that hard, but yet they screwed it up in Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't like Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, it was a great game, but after coming off Kingdom Hearts 1, it never lived up to the standards. And I think if you read the reviews and scores of Kingdom Hearts 2, they were seriously lower than Kingdom Hearts 1. So, obviously, I'm not the only one that feels that way, and I really hope they don't continue the trend. So that's all I'm saying. Just some new worlds, some better villains, some better boss battles in general. Disney villains, please. And just find a way to incorporate all of Disney's properties, because they do have a ridiculous amount of properties. But, alright, so get back to the video after like 15 minutes of me talking about this. You basically just have to kill all the enemies until this part right here, actually. Great timing on my part. And then you just want to just go right through it. And then right here, the door you'll see that's right behind me is, once you go into that door, you cannot go back. So if you are planning 100%ing your beginner playthrough, I suggest saving like I have there. You saw I have a second save file. Save right here in a separate save file, and then go on through the door. That way, after you beat him, you can come back and get everything else that you haven't done yet. So, like I said, I did cut out the whole boss battle. It was way too long. This video, even sped up, was like 45 minutes. And I ran out of stuff to say at 12 minutes, so I can't make it 45 minutes at all. So I cut out everything, but I did leave you in the part where I got the trophies. So I wanted to prove to you guys that I did actually. Alright, so I said this is the end of the battle. I just wanted to show you guys that I did get the Speedster trophy, because it pops right after you beat the final boss, so it doesn't pop at the end. So there you go. You see, I did beat him. I am using the Kingdom Key, so this is my playthrough where, you know, I didn't use any extra equipment, nothing like that. So, and there it is, Speedster trophy. I did get it, so I did beat the game in 15 hours. So I think it was about 10. And the rest of the trophies will pop after the credits. So there's Novice Player for beating the game on Novice, obviously. Next should be Unchanging Armor Trophy. Oh, no, Undefeated, sorry. I reversed them. Beating the game without dying. and then Unchanging Armor, which is beating the game without changing the starting equipment. So there you go. I did prove to you guys that I did get them, and our speedrun trophy and series is complete now. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did great. I hope you guys did it just like I did, and there you go. So like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and make sure you comment below and everything. So see you guys.